Okay.
Hey, if it's not, the reason I start out every stream with the date and the time is because A, nobody's watching yet. So doesn't matter what I say. And B, for some reason, these things keep getting stored and people tune in. And if you're rewatching, that's cool. Feel free to rewatch. Just know that I'm not here to actually answer your comments. So each one will say, leave a comment, but that only works when it's live so that I can see your comment and respond to it. If it's not live, then I'm not going to see it. So if it's not Monday, August 12th, between 3:15 and maybe 5-ish, 5:15, I think I'm going to start keeping these a little bit shorter overall, just because I got work to do. Oh my God, we got so much work to do. Bone Bash is Friday. Who's going to Bone Bash? That should be the question everybody answers today, huh? Oh, I got to stop calling it Bone Bash. It's the L&T ball. My bad. Terrible faux pas. I might be boring today because it has been so busy and I have so many things to do. Shit, did that already air? It did, huh? Was I paying attention? Nope. There it is. 11 after. What's the big news? Who went to Megadeth this weekend? And then what was the other thing? There were two things this weekend that everybody was either, who went to, hey, Dirk. And then also who went to Lynch Mob? I didn't go to Lynch Mob because they paid me to work at Megadeth. Plus also they're paying me to host the Mountain Festival where Lynch Mob is going to be playing in a couple of weeks. So I will still get to see Lynch Mob. So that's why I did the Megadeth instead of the Lynch Mob. Well, plus also Concord is like my backyard. So now this weekend, the new struggle is Sammy Hagar or System of a Down, right? System of a Down, Deftones, very metal, but really far away from me in Concord. Sammy Hagar and Loverboy, right in my backyard. I don't have to go very far. I don't need a jacket. Choices. Hey, Justin, how are you doing? Ben, we need a conversation, my friends. How the fuck is things? Huh? I need to talk also Paris shit, right? Young, you're going to Sammy? Hey, Rosalie, you're going to Sammy too? Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to Sammy, but obviously System of a Down sold the fuck out. So a lot of people are going to that too. I'm just trying to figure out which ones I know, right? I'm still waiting for you to reply, Ben. There it is. Okay. Yeah, let's definitely have a conversation soon because it's A, it's been too long. And B, I know now you guys are like fully reactivated and gonna have shit, right? That we could talk about. And I need to know what I can and can't talk about. I need the scoop, brother. Hey Glenn, you're doing Sammy as well? You're going to a fog show in Reno? Am I going to Foo Fighters? I wish I was going to Foo Fighters tomorrow, but I will be here until 7. And Foo Fighters tickets were hard to get. I mean, I work at the Conquer Pavilion, and there were people saying that they had trouble being scheduled to work at the Conquer Pavilion for the Foo Fighters show. Like, that's how hard it is to get in. They won't even let the workers go. They won't even let workers work, like they, because they've got obviously multiple people for each job. So for me to try and get tickets to it was going to be like a huge favor. Thank you, Ben. I see you on that. You got my number still, right? You know how to reach me and stuff? If not, Eddie's definitely got it. Actually, you should text me because I still have this glorious GIF of me. Do you remember the night? I can't remember if you were in the studio with us, but everybody was in the studio with me for Metal Zone. And Tyner said something fucking stupid, which is not shocking. And I whipped a pen at him. And nailed him right in the fucking face. And it was all on video. And my interns made it into a GIF where you see me pick up the pen and toss it. And then you see Tyner like get in the face with it. And I still have that. And I would like to share it with you. Oh, Kathleen, you've got a dog show. Well, I figured that's what you meant. Yeah. Hey, Chew. What's going on? Yeah, so as much as I would love to go to the Foo Fighters, believe me, I would love to go. It would mean asking a huge favor to even be able to buy the ticket. And then, try and get out of work early and get all the way down there in traffic before they go on. I could probably, I could squeeze it by the, like by the skin of my teeth. I could probably make it happen if I really, really wanted to, but it seems like a lot of work. Hey, Vernon. And I have seen the Foo Fighters before a bunch. So I'm kind of okay with it. I'm trying to be okay with it. And I'm going to instead I'm going to drink my sorrows. There's an Alien Romulus themed cocktail party that I'm going to tomorrow night instead. So I'll have that. Hey, Philip, what's going on? What are you doing this weekend? Sammy or System and Deftones? It's not just System of a Down. It's System of a Down, Deftones, the Mars Volta, a bunch of other bands. You're showing the puppies, Kathleen. Aw, cute. Glenn, you went to Megadeth and left it and headed to Toots. Oh, dude. Did you make it? Did you get to see Skin Lab? I mean, I had to work at Megadeth, and by the time I got out of there, it was like almost midnight. It was like a 14, 15-hour day for me. I was there from 9 a.m. to like 11:45 p.m. So, as much as I would love to have gone over to Toots in Crockett from the pavilion, that would have been like a 45-minute drive just to get there. I would have gotten there like at last call, which is funny because I did used to do that, because back when my ex-husband was in a local band, they played with Skin Lab a lot. And I would do that. I had that kind of energy 20 years ago. I would get off work at like 11:30 midnight and head to whatever show it was and just come running in for like the last song and last call and be like, yeah, what up? Yeah. But now, no, fuck that shit. I'm old. Hey, PJ. Yes, Dave and I played nice. Dave does not remember me or recognize me. And I just left it at that and said, it's nice to meet you. I didn't mention that we had ever met before. And, all of our conversations revolved around things that had nothing to do with music or metal or anything, or mutual friends or past experiences. And that was that. I can be a grown-up when I need to be. Plus, I was in a working capacity, and when somebody's paying me, I can be very professional. I can also be very unprofessional, but only when allowed. So yeah, I saw Dave, and everything was fine. You know, he doesn't care about my grudge, and I don't care about 90% of what he does. But I did have a really good time at the pavilion, and his crew, as always, are awesome people. And I love the people that I work with. You know, there's always one asshole at every job, right? And when that job is, oh, hang on a second. Hey, what's going on, man?
How you doing?
Not bad, not bad. Ha-
A great time for you today. I can do this in about like 45 minutes to an hour, and then anytime after that, but not so it's 3:30 your time.
Uh-huh.
4:15 I should be ready to go. 4:30 at the latest.
Okay.
Will that work?
I can totally make that work. Yeah, no problem. That actually works out better because I'm starting to do like a live stream right now that we are actually on, although you're not on speaker, so nobody knows that it's you or what you've said. So you're fine. And then I'll just tap out of the live stream at 4-ish, whenever you just give me a heads up, and I'll tap out of the live stream because it's on the same program, and then I'll tap into the StreamYard studio, and I'll meet you there, and you'll see how easy it is.
Great. It'll be so let's just say it's 45 minutes from now, and it's absolutely no later than 60 minutes from now.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. I'm here, and I actually already tracked ahead because there's so much going on today. So I'm in a perfect spot to jump when you're ready.
Okay, awesome. Thanks.
You got it, man. Cheers.
Talk to you soon.
All right, late. The return of the Blakk Room, motherfuckers. So that was Steve Gorman. Yay. So good news. The Blakk Room is starting back up, and it's going to be video now. Bad news, I will have to tap out, as you heard, of the live stream early today so that we can do that. Let's see. So, oh, I'm glad you got there, Glenn. I'm glad somebody did. Did you listen to the Metal Zone on the way? That was my question, because I was listening in the parking lot for people to be listening to the Metal Zone, and I heard a couple of cars that were kind of like next to each other with the windows down, listening to Metal Zone, which was cool, right? Because if everybody, and I want this to be a thing now, right? If you're leaving a fucking metal show and it's between 11 and midnight on a Saturday night, every fucking car in that metal parking lot should have the Metal Zone cranked, because then all the cars will have all the same audio, amplifying the shit out of it in the parking lot while you're all sitting there like stuck in traffic. And that would be amazing. And then somebody will have to get that on video for me, because I need that. I need to have that. So if you guys could all help me make that happen, fuck yeah. Oh, PJ, I'm sorry. You missed Skin Lab last night? They were in San Jose. They were in your neighborhood. How did you miss them? I saw Snake at YNT on Friday, but Snake's not in the band anymore, which I wasn't sure about. I was like, hey, are you doing the Skin Lab thing anymore? And he was like, nah. He hasn't done it for like 3 years. So I guess it's like Steve and Friends now. Right? Because, well, Scott, not that Scott Sargent was like an OG member, but he was I guess he kind of is, because he was in and out. He's always been in and out. Anyhow, it's not Hopkins, right? So there's no Paul Hopkins, there's no Snake. Who the fuck is in that band anymore besides Steve? It is Steve and Friends, huh? Which, you know, happens. That's metal, bruh. Mike, friends went to see the Foo Fighters the other night in LA. They said it was incredible with the Pretenders opening up for them. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that would have been a good show. I did not have that option in my life. It would have taken so much for me to plan that. No way. But I'm glad that somebody did. Plus, also, the Pretenders are amazing live. I've worked a bunch of Pretenders shows at the Warfield. Yeah, I mean, It sucks that nobody in the venue can eat meat that day, but fuck it. Their shows rock. Also, I like vegetarian food, so it doesn't bother me. I don't know why motherfuckers are so afraid of vegetables. Oh. Okay, so Death Angel drama is all over the internet. Sorry, and it's getting texted to me right now. Okay, sorry. Oh, you like the YNT video? Yeah. It's funny. Somebody commented and was like, "Why would you only do that song? Why would you do Summertime Girls instead of all the other great songs that they played?" And I was like, "Because I was watching those songs. I was like, I'm gonna do one song. I'll video that one song, and then I'm not fucking with my phone for the whole rest of the night." And I didn't. And I was tired, y'all. I went to that show straight from here, and I have so much work on Fridays, and it was a long week, and there was just a lot going on. And then sorry, I'm getting texts that are like cracking me up. And then I got to the show and I was fucking exhausted, and I went and hid behind the pillar in the merch corner because I knew I could get a good view, but also that nobody could see me. But then I was like gonna leave early, and I ended up staying late. And then I was so tired. Oh my God. I got probably like 6 hours of sleep before I had to be at the pavilion at 9:00 the next morning. And then I was at the pavilion for like 14, 15 hours. So yesterday I didn't do shit except laundry and cooking. I forgot. I haven't posted my cooking video. It's fucking tight, dude. I made some killer pasta. Although maybe people don't want to see this. It's kind of this. It's almost the same video as the last pasta that I did, but not quite. A little different. Fuck it. But I have to edit it because the video is like 1 minute and 45 seconds, and Instagram has capped all videos at like fucking 90 seconds. And I'm just like, really? Assholes. Oh, PJ, I don't know how you do 23 hours. That ain't cool. Not fucking cool. Hey, Kevin. Oh, I'm glad rehab's going well. Hey, Mike, what's going on, man? Yeah, you were listening in the car, Glenn, before you left the parking lot? Fuck yeah, dude. Roll down the windows because it's fucking hot in Concord and everybody stinks after a show anyway. Roll down the windows, crank up the radio, vintage. I love it. Sure, Justin, I could play some Aerosmith. Angel, though? PJ, 3:45 this morning. That ain't cool. I don't know how you do that. Hey, Roy. What's going on, man? Yeah, Death Angel dropped off the Wasp tour, and it is drama. Lots of drama. I'm going to wait for somebody else to confirm why it happened, but everybody fucking knows why it happened. And that's just going to have, And that's running wild on Blabbermouth. That's what I'm getting sent right now. I'm getting sent screenshots of fucking Blabbermouth comments. So, you know, I have not confirmed or denied anything. I'm not going to pretend. I'm not going to comment because I'm not supposed to know shit. Y&T was packed in. They did give free stickers. Those were cool, right? Those Y&T stickers. It was funny. Some guy bought the black and white wine or the black and yellow Y&T stickers. And as he was buying the black, he bought like 4 or 5 black and yellow ones. The guy was like, "Do you want the yellow and red ones? They're free." And he was like, "I'll take them all." And he just like took a big chunk of Y&T stickers. Ah, Sharn. Hey, how's things in the future? My favorite Kiwis. Get some licorice for me and tell me how good it is. God, that licorice is fucking good. You ever have mango licorice? You ever had like New Zealand or Australian mango licorice? It's like an ethereal experience. I mean, I love the black licorice too. Don't get me wrong. I love all the licorices, but holy shit. American licorice does not have shit on the licorice from down under. It's a weird thing, I know, right? To flex on licorice, but y'all got it. Lay it out there, Kevin. Nope, I can't. You know, if I didn't know, I could speculate endlessly, but I know, and I am not going to speculate because I know. So somebody's going to think I'm talking out of turn if I start speculating on shit that I already know. And it's funny though, because so many times people will tell me proprietary stuff. They'll tell me things and be like, "Listen, you can't say anything." And I'll be like, "Okay, let me know when I can." And then no one ever lets me know when I can. So I don't. And then I always get scooped. It's a little nerve-wracking, but okay. What did I do? Helder, I didn't do anything. It's got nothing to do with me. I'm a bystander. I'm just a bystander who hears things. Oh, I'm glad you got the sunshine for a change. I'm not kidding about the licorice. I do want you to eat some for me and hear, and I want to hear all about it. Like if you could videotape it, that would be good. Like just like get one of the weird flavors and then like eat it for me and then send it in a video. And I'm going to, you know, rub one out to it because that's how much I love that fucking licorice. I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding about the rub one out. Do send me the video though. I want to see it. God, I love that licorice so much. What's cool about the Y&T show in Monterey on Saturday is that John Nyman set up Lonely Side of Town for one of your friends' husbands who loves that song. Aww. Yeah. Oh, the Y&T camp are just wonderful people. And I love them all. And then on my way out, as I was like literally walking out the door, Mike Vanderhule and I started arguing about Journey. And Mike is like, he's not Team Kane. He's team fuck Sean, right? And I'm like, I get that. I'm not saying Neil Sean is a great guy who, you know, takes care of everyone and you know, he's not Y&T, okay? Neil Sean is Neil Sean. And I'm not going to pretend that there's not some fucking shenanigans happening all over the place in general. I'm team Sean on this lawsuit because Jonathan Cain filed a stupid ass lawsuit. And like, if you look at this lawsuit, it doesn't make any sense. If you know anything about band accounting, it doesn't make sense. Oh, hold on. I got an email tonight about the, sorry, hold on. Okay. Speculation initials are. I got nothing to do with that. Sharn, what do you mean you have to find it? You live in the land of the God's gift of licorice and you don't have it like on hand? My friends. Oh, that's like me living in San Francisco all my life and never going to Alcatraz. Just kidding. No, Alcatraz is lame. I've only been once. Nobody goes. I mean, unless you're a tourist, and then you got to go like one on the because you know, tourists have to go. It's like a requirement or something. Yeah, you guys speculate all you want. I got nothing to do with it. I refuse to betray a confidence. Try a Portuguese liquor called Macieira and let me know what you think. Where do I get it, Helder? Is it like a Bevmo thing? I can't go to Portugal. Not this weekend. Oh, I'm glad you made it to both, Glenn. I hope you got some rest on Sunday. You know, that's one of the key factors in fighting something like that is, you know, knowing your limitations. But also enjoying life. Import or a Portuguese store? Where in the fuck is there a Portuguese store? Is there a Portuguese store in Fairfield? Because I'll go visit my mom and pick up some Portuguese Macieira. Am I saying that right? Macieira? Well, I guess since I got to tap out in about a half hour or so, get your questions in early. I am saying it right. Okay, cool. San Jose for a Portuguese store? Dude, I'd rather fly to Portugal than drive to San Jose. There's got to be another one, right? How is there not one in San Francisco? Did the Portuguese all settle in the South Bay? I mean, we've even got Indian food in Fairfield. Oh, forgot my ringer was still on. San Leandro. Oh, San Leandro is a better possibility. At least it's in the East Bay. It's kind of close. There's a Nordstrom rack there. I might make it to San Leandro. Odds are still slim, but San Jose, they were 0. I was definitely not going to San Jose. Yeah, you know, my old roommate was Portuguese. Of Portuguese descent, I should say. Sorry. Stuff. Did I record this? I did. Okay. I'm like waiting to hear back on some things, and I have to be right on top of them. San Pablo at Adobe Liquors. That I can do because I will be near there getting my nails done sometime in the next week. Hi, it's the Bone.
You know, you 6 away already?
Did you hear a cue to call happen?
Yeah, oh, I heard 11 minutes on my work. I heard 11 minutes. Sorry, I don't got to call. All right.
Download the Bone app, man. Listen.
I know, I just got out of the work truck. My bad.
Okay. Good luck. Is it like port? He says a liqueur. Is it licorice flavored? Is it like an ouzo or something like that? San Jose has Valley Fair and Santana Row. Yeah, you know what else San Jose has? Not me. Because I am not driving that far. Smooth whiskey. Huh. Okay. Oh, Tony Perry, you shut the fuck up. Just because I was born and raised in Fairfield does not make me a tourist. You motherfucker. How dare you, sir? How dare you? Yeah, you know, the best part about the time I did go to Alcatraz was that I was working the show there. It was like a private gig for T-Mobile. And it was like Train and Bare Naked Ladies and Third Eye Blind. But the cool part is that we had the run of the island all day. Like they bought the island for the day and we had passes that we could go anywhere with. So we just went all over the island because we didn't, we were still doing stuff, but we had time, we had breaks and stuff and we go digging through. I went behind every door that said, don't go through here. I was like, yeah. So it was pretty cool. We saw some shit. And we did it on the basketball courts, which I understand we could only do at that time of year because the basketball courts got closed as a bird sanctuary for other times of year. But because we were doing it in the, I think it was summertime, so it wasn't like mating time or whatever. It wasn't like nesting time, so we didn't have to worry about it. So that was cool. San Jose isn't that bad. San Jose is not bad at all. It's just fucking far. And I don't want to drive there because it takes me goddamn forever. And there's almost nothing in San Jose that I can't find someplace better. I went to Vegas to see the Stones rather than drive to Levi. And I'm pretty sure it took about the same amount of time to get to Vegas. It probably took less time to get to Vegas than it did to get to San Jose. Because that flight to Vegas is only like 90 minutes. And I didn't have to do the driving. And I went because I basically was on my way home and then just veered off and parked at the Oakland airport, hopped on a plane because I was carrying, I just carried on. I didn't have to check a bag or anything. So I didn't have to get there like an earlier or whatever. And I've got like Clear and TSA pre-check. And when you have both of those, you get in like that. So yeah, it probably took me less time and was a much more pleasant experience flying to Vegas to see the Stones than to drive to Levi Stadium on a weekday. Let's see. You almost missed Lynch Mob and Y&T because your wife's aunt in Reading isn't doing well. Aw. I'm glad that you didn't have to drive her. I think. I hope her aunt is doing better. It is just about time to do this business. Mike, you work at San Jose Civic? Yeah, you know, it has been a minute. Niederlander, who I think still books the Civic, right? They were getting a bunch of shows for a minute there, but not for a while. Like Judas Priest was the last metal show I remember being there. All right, here we go, kids. Hi, it's the bone, your caller 1. Hi, it's the bone, your caller 2. Hi, it's the bone, your caller 3. Hi, it's the bone, your caller 4. Hi, it's the bone, your caller 5. Hi, it's the bone, your caller 6. Hi, it's the bone, your caller 7. Hi, it's the bone, your caller 8. Hi, it's the bone, your caller 9. Sorry, dude.
Okay.
All right. Take care. Did that start out as a woman and end up as a man? It sounded like a girl scream, and then it sounded like a dude. All right, cool. You know, there is a couple that calls. They put the phone on speaker and call, so that might have been them. I'm not sure. All right, let's see. Who wants to pick a number? I think it's the delay. There's a delay from when I talk and then from when you guys see it on Facebook and then from when it gets back to me. Hi, it's the bone. Who's this?
This is Greg.
Hey, Greg. How are you doing today, man?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
Not bad, not bad. Greg, have you won anything from the bone in the last 30 days?
No. I've been trying.
Greg, what is your last name?
Wendland?
One more time?
Wendland?
Spell that, Greg.
Let me spell for you.
Yep.
Wendlandt.
Okay, I don't see you in here at all, Greg. I'm going to have to get some information from you. Congratulations, man. You are caller 10.
Awesome. I've been trying like crazy.
Email ASAP, probably in the next day or two. And that email is going to have your tickets in it. So as soon as you see the email come through, I think it'll have the subject line will say like you're a winner or something like that. It'll come from like the Bone or Cumulus or KSAN. Open it right away, click the link inside to accept the tickets, and then the tickets will be delivered electronically to you. Have you done e-tickets before?
Yeah.
So do you have like a Live Nation account?
Oh, I'm sure I do, but I haven't used it in a long time.
Okay, but it would still be that same email address that you gave me that would be on the account, right? Because that'll help.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Keep an eye out for that email, and congratulations. We'll see you on Friday, man.
All right. Thank you very much.
You got it, Greg. Cheers. Late.
Bye.
Yeah, large parts of Alcatraz are closed off now. It's still cool as like a tourist attraction. It's a nice boat ride if it's a nice day on the bay, and the views are great, and it's pretty cool. You can still see, you know, they'll let you walk in the jail and see cells, which is really all you want, right? You want to see where the Birdman was or where the escape guy was or Capone or whatever, you know. Joe Bonamassa, nice. Murder in the Front Row is on Amazon Prime? Really? How did I not get a text from Brian? Brian Lou texted me this morning, actually, or this afternoon. Usually he would tell me something like that. Now I got to ask him. Well, you know, he doesn't really have anything to do with the movie, but he usually knows about it. Usually that's something he would share with me. I'm surprised he didn't. And yes, PJ, 420 Floyd is already in, and thank you for asking. I appreciate you helping me remember shit because I cannot remember shit these days. Oh my God. I literally like remembered something and I was like, oh, I got to write this down. And in the time it took me to open my phone and pull a note up so that I could write it down, gone. Like really bad. It's a good thing I'm not running for president, right? Hey, Sherry. You were caller 9 this morning for the meet and greet? No, I'm sorry. PJ, you going to bed? I am giving away Good Guys tickets at 4 in the 4 o'clock hour. If you wanted to hear another caller 9, just in case. Holla. Oh yeah, Jess, Brian is definitely in the video. And Haroldo. Yeah. Oh yeah. And Connie and Pam and the bands, and yeah. That was the one thing that I thought was really fucking cool because our metal scene had women. Hi. And they act like Bay Area thrash had no women involved just because there weren't any women in the bands. And it's like, come on, who was going to watch a girl thrash band back then? They would all just tell us to go fuck ourselves, Sexism was so rampant. There was nothing we could have done that they wouldn't have just been like, you suck. But still, we were fucking there, we were goddamn there. And that's what the documentary shows, that there were women there. And I love that. I absolutely love it. Sherry, you'd rather be winning all kinds of tickets. Flogging Molly. Dude, fast way. Say what you will, or you will. Yeah, that was a long time ago. You know what's funny is if that dude wanted to resurrect Fastway, I'll bet you they'd get booked right now because 80s nostalgia is still pretty fucking big. You thought I was jumping off at 4. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, that depends. It depends on how punctual Gorman is. He's going to text me when he's ready. He's got stuff going on. Do I play Fastway songs sometimes? Not really. Is Fastway on my list? I don't know. I feel like I had a Fastway song on the Metal Zone playlist, but I can't remember for sure. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. I should be making Metal Zone right now. Oh, I do have some good Metal Zone news. I am going to debut the new Hatriot song on the Metal Zone. And it's going to be this weekend. Holy shit. I got to get that in the fucking system. Thanks for reminding me. Let's see. To do that, I need to log into a different email account, and then I need to have it here so that I can download it into a new folder that goes here. Okay, and then I need to. Whoops. Downloading now. Too many Fastways guys are dead now. Like that matters. All you need is the singer, man. And sometimes you don't even need that. If you're Rat or LA Guns, all you need is a guitar player or a drummer. Bobby Blotzer's Rat has been touring not lately, but was touring. Stephen Piercy's been touring without Rat forever. There were 3 versions of Rat and 3 versions of LA Guns at one point, right? You've got George Lynch touring without Dokken and Dokken touring without George Lynch. It's all kinds of shit. While I'm uploading the new Hatriot, you got a few more to add. Well, I do need to do Metal Zone, like nowsies. Let's see. Did it download? It did. Hatriot, Forest of Illusion. Yeah, there's gonna be a Fast Eddie documentary or something. Daniel, you are ready for the ball on Friday? Nice. Cobra Kai ended a TV show like Sopranos did theirs with a whole lot of you know what? The Umbrella Academy didn't end badly, but it ended with kind of a whiff, you know? It was like it was the easiest of outs for a show that got really complicated. They really took an easy out, and I was kind of bummed at that. I was glad to see the cast again, but even that was kind of like, it almost felt like that last season of Umbrella Academy was like done by people who don't care. PJ, what? You need some hate breed? Foreigner? Mike, what are you talking about with Foreigner? That's not Metal Zone material. Happy Monday, Christopher. That's an oxymoron. I'm never happy it's Monday. Oh my God. I woke up hungover from life today. And then I was so like distracted with other things, and I was so busy that when I walked into our sales department, because I walk through there every day to just check on the guys and see how everything's going, if there's anything I can do to help. There were 2 guys there, and I was like, 2 guys on a Monday? And then I was like, wait, is it Monday? And I'm not kidding you. For like a hot moment, I did not know if today was Monday. And I just stared at baby Huey blankly and was like, is it Monday? With like this, are you my mother look? Like, is it Monday? And he was like, yeah, it's Monday. And I was like, okay. For a second there, I just was not sure. Awesome, Terry. I'm stoked. Everybody get there early because A, traffic is going to suck, and B, we're doing a live broadcast on the concourse. No original members. Oh, Foreigner, no original members. Yes, you are correct on that one. Where's the Metal Zone podcast with Dave Meniketti? Well, Dave doesn't have time, you know. Dave and Jill are moving to Italy this year. And I think that's why they're playing so many shows in the Bay right now, so that they can kind of like, they're basically doing the tour of the Bay. And then Dave and Jill are going to move. And we're probably not going to see Y&T back in the Bay for at least a year. And then when we do see them, it's probably going to be a once a year thing or a once every 2 years thing, even depending on how their touring cycle goes now that Dave and Jill are going to be based in Italy. Yeah, of course, Glenn. I saw Forbidden at the Omega Wave Fest at the at the UC Theater. Oh yeah, Terry, you'll find us on the concourse. We'll have a very big tent. The big bone tent. Am I going to dock and warrant Winger at Ironstone? What do you think, Mike? I mean, I won't even drive to San Jose. It's killing me to have to drive to Sacramento for Aftershock. Fucking Ironstone. The only time I have ever been to Ironstone was because they were paying me. Because I used to be the Ticketmaster rep for Ironstone. Or maybe that was Bass. Was that my Bass days or my Ticketmaster days? I think it was my Ticketmaster days. And I think I worked in the box office. I think their box office hired me as well as I was their Ticketmaster rep. Like they had to double dip to pay me enough to drive out to Ironstone from Concord. It's so far. Okay. Oh my God, I'm so thirsty. I don't think so, Mike. I'd be surprised if it did. If you've got a chance to see Y&T right now, see them because, well, here, what did Jill say? I emailed Jill. She was sick and I missed her at the Berkeley show. And I was like, hey, sorry to miss you. It looks like our paths aren't going to cross for a while. And she said, yeah, unless you head over to the European fall tour, I won't see you until sometime next year. I mean, I'm seriously. Sorry. This is one of the things I was waiting on. Speaking of Brian Liu. No, Foo Fighters was going to be way too much for me to try and get into, especially after a work day, but someone on my live stream today said that Murder in the Front Row is on Amazon Prime right now, ? Exclamation point. What's going on with that? ? Because fuck yeah, dude. No. Not that Ironstone is on the way to San Jose. Ironstone is just too fucking far. Like, if I won't drive to San Jose, what makes you think I'll go to fucking Murphy? I mean, last time I went out to Ironstone, I went spelunking in Angels Camp because I wasn't driving all that far for nothing. The old Headbangers Ball DVDs. Nice. I didn't even know those were on DVD. On DVD with the music and everything? That must have been a limited run because now it's all about the licensing, right? Half the reason Beavis and Butthead couldn't get anything going was because of all the licensing for all the music that they played on the show back when MTV had licensing to play all the music. Yeah, no. I'm not pretending Ironstone is on the way. I know exactly where Ironstone is. I have been there. Y&T announced Catalyst in March. Oh, there you go. Yeah, so they're going to be over here touring. I know they're not on the Monsters of Rock cruise. Maybe that's what she meant. They're not on the Monsters of Rock cruise in 24. But I think they'll be back in 25. And that makes sense, actually, because I think they're not on the Monsters of Rock cruise in 24 because they had other touring commitments that conflicted with the date. So, yeah. You saw Y&T in a garage. They're better than that now. Saturday, March 8th. Cool. Hey, Amy, what's going on? You've heard there are things in works to possibly revamp the Omni. Yes. Let me see what I'm allowed to say on that. I have Jimmy emailed me. Oh, Brian Liu says it's been on Amazon for a while. He and Harold aren't involved with the movie stuff. I figured, but also I think it would still be newsworthy. I'm totally going to post that it's on Amazon because everyone should watch it again. Oh, right. The Omni. That's what I was looking up. What did Jimmy say? Without getting too into the details, let me just say that they're in process and that it's a very slow and arduous process. Oh, I got to tap out, guys. Gorman's logging in. Have a good one. Did anybody not get to hear me? Okay. I'll see you tomorrow.